So Karq made a video the other day covering all the Season 6 changes in a mere 2 minutes, and you would think that, well damn, that means there's no need for this video right here, is there? Disregarding the fact that my boy Nate does not seem to care about watch time, I can talk fast too, if I want to, so let me cash in on that as well. In all seriousness though, my last video on Play Some Matches, while ending up a little longer than I wanted it to, somehow grew very popular. With that video being born in the frustration of people asking me the same questions every season, as also the fact that we have gotten some changes to how Play Some Matches work, I decided to reiterate on that video and once again cover basic misconceptions surrounding the Play Some process in Overwatch. Now without further ado, let's get right into it. The Play Some process in Overwatch is rather simple. Every season your skill rating, which is the number and emblem associated with it, get reset, and the game asks you to prove yourself in 10 matches before getting it back or possibly even ranking a bit higher or lower from where you left off. The people you play with during your Play Some matches are the same kinds of players you would face off against when queuing up for a regular match of competitive, which means that if you ended off Season 5 in Platinum, you will be playing your Season 6 Play Some matches solely with players who were previously around Platinum. Essentially, it's like playing 10 regular matches of comp with everyone wearing paper bags on their faces that they have gotten at the entrance to a party. Everyone knows who is behind those paper bags anyway, because they didn't wear them until they were told to, but yet everyone pretends that the others are strangers anyway. Misconception number 1 is that players are under the impression that their win-loss ratio during the placement matches should impact the resulting rank in a big way. However, given that you are solemnly matched up with players you played with and against last season, it would be nonsensical to give you a Grandmaster rating for winning 10 games with players who were previously around Platinum. That's why that famous GM streamer you watch got placed in Grandmaster after losing 8 matches and you're still stuck in Platinum after winning 9. It's not about how much you win, but who you play with and against is also how you perform. If this is the first time you compete on ladder, then the game obviously does not have any previous track record it can use to match you up with others. To my knowledge, we have not gotten any definitive statement from the devs as to how they find players to pair someone up who does not have any ranked games on their track record. The only thing they have told us is that the quick play and ranked matchmakers function completely separated. I did a bit of testing on an alternate account where I kept an eye on which rank the players I play with in quick play are and compared that to those I met during my Play Some matches, and it was my experience that those comparisons lined up. So it might or might not be that the competitive matchmaker borrows data from the quick play matchmaker to create appropriate Play Some matches for you until you have established a track record. One change in Season 6 is that the developers said they will no longer offset our placement rank. In previous seasons they would artificially deflate your rating to purposefully place you a bit lower than where you belong according to your hidden matchmaking rating. That had the purpose to give players some satisfaction while climbing back up again using very favorable skill rating gains at the start of the season. However, since most players did not like having their rating decrease for no reason but to give us some busy work, they have now changed it so you're supposed to place very closely to where your MMR actually is. If you want to know more about what exactly your MMR is and how it works, feel free to check out my video explaining that in the top right corner of the screen. But now back to placement matches. Misconception number 2 for a very long time was that players thought that their hidden matchmaking rating would be reset for each season, and without cries about being stuck in elo hell, players quickly wished for that to be the case once they found out that it is not already. Long story short is that the devs did dabble in MMR resets that were very harsh and that caused a lot of problems in the first couple seasons. A story I have covered not too long ago in my video called Hard Reset Won't Fix Ranked. But anyway, to summarize that really quickly, the start of a new season in Overwatch does not come with an MMR reset. You compete with players who were previously around the same rank as you, meaning that you should not expect to get placed anywhere far off from where you left off last season. In competitive play, the game cares a lot about your individual performance, more so than just your win-loss ratio due to the heavily team-reliant nature of the game. That just means that the game acknowledges the fact that players can easily win or lose a lot of games by sheer luck or the lack thereof. So rather than worrying too much about how many of your Play Some matches you'll lose because of others, worry about performing as well as you can. 10 matches are not enough for any system to tell whether or not you made a consistent improvement, which is why placing a silver player in diamond simply makes no sense. Just as much as it makes no sense to place a Grandmaster player in platinum only because some players got more or less lucky than others. So the big takeaway from this video is that Play Some matches are just glorified, regular old competitive matches that pretend to be more important than they really are. If they don't really matter, then why have them be there to begin with, you might wonder. Reality is that I cannot answer that confidently since I'm not a developer, but my best guess as someone whose opinion does not really matter would be that they are merely following an already already established procedure that requires the start of a new competitive season to come with a set of placement matches. It might be to just kind of draw a line, find an excuse to give players the end of season rewards, and maybe manipulate us into getting excited and anxious over where we are going to place. But this is me done for the day, so I talk about the placement process in Overwatch. If there are more things you would like to have explained about the game, then please check out my Overwatch Explained playlist, which you can find down in the description below. If that's not what you're looking for, maybe one of the cards on screen is gonna tempt you to give me some of that sweet watch time that I so direly need to feed my loot box addiction. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to drop me a like on your way out if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and I hope to see you all next time.